Shalom, Labachariam, Shal Yasher Allah, Shalom, Labachariam, Shal Yasher Allah, Shalom, Labachariam, Shal Yasher Allah. Alright. First and foremost, want to give all praises unto Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Machak Wadash, for all praises, glory, and honor is indeed due. Alright. Want to give a hearty double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do indeed rule well. The honorable elder apostle on down. Okay, honor the honorable elder apostle Bar, the honorable elder apostle Ramla, the honorable elder apostle Kaf, all you honorable elder apostles and you elders out there, man. Double honors unto you, and honors, peace, blessings unto you, all you other Ahchyam here. You know what I'm saying? That push this truth, that dispense this truth. You know what I'm saying? In righteousness, okay, and in charity and in sincerity. For as it is written, charity covereth the multitude of sins. Okay, and I really just want to exhort, especially you confusion of faces Ahchyam out there. I really want to exhort to push this word. Okay, like I don't care what you look like on the outside. Okay. Our forefathers, okay, our forefathers went ham on every nation of women out here on the face of this earth where we've been scattered, okay? And for as long as you are of the seed of that man, that Hebrew Israelite man, then you are a Hebrew Israelite no matter what you look like, okay? There's no getting around that. And so, with that being said, one of the first things I want to grab is a parable that was set forth by our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. So, I'm in the book of Matthew, the 13th chapter. And the parable, and this is the parable of the wheat and the tares, okay, without overcomplicating things. All right, so I'm just going to bring it right out. All right, this is Matthew 13:24, and it reads, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, take the kingdom Salakia, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. And so what happened? So what that's talking about is basically when we went into captivity, all right, we ended up interbreeding with all these other different nations of people, okay? we started giving our sons unto the daughters of men, and even worse so, giving our daughters unto the sons of men. So that's even worse, if you ask me. That's even worse. But I digress. Continuing on. But while men slept, verse 25. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. Okay. You got plenty of, and by the way, before I forget, you got plenty of examples of that, especially in Hollywood, man. Talking about giving our daughters unto the children of men. You know what I'm saying? You actually have celebrities out here that look like Israelites, but in actuality, they're heathens. When you really trace back their lineage, okay? And it's the same the other way around. You got Israelites that look like the different nations round about us, okay? Bruce Lee is a perfect example of that. All right, continuing on. Verse 26. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared tares also. And the scriptures even tell you that a tree is known for its fruits, roughly paraphrasing, okay? And you can tell, you know what I'm saying, like if you spiritually have discernment, you can always look at a person and kind of tell, you know what I mean, according to the way that they interact with you, according to the way that they deal with situations. Like you can see in them that there's something just ain't right there. Like, whoa, wait a minute, where's that rhythm at? Where's that, you know what I mean? Like, where's that oomph? Where's that salt? You know what I'm saying? You got people out here that look like us, but they don't got the salt. What does that go to show you? Their spirit is just weird. What does that go to show you, you know? Continuing on. So the servants of the household came and said unto him, Sir, it is not thou sow good seed in thy field. From whence then hath it tares? Okay? Servants was like, what is this? Like I said, you go out in the world and you seeing people that look like Pookie from around the way. You see guys that look like you see guys that look like Mordecai. You see guys that look like bro man. You be like, wait a minute, hold up, Mordecai, chocolate Mordecai, black ass Mordecai. You see guys that look like that. Then let's put it that way. You see guys that look like just like that. But when you examine their spirit, something is just totally off about them. You be like, wait a minute. But that shows you that's exactly why the servant said what he said. Because when you examine them, you see in their spirit that just something just is not right with this character. What exactly happened there? Okay? Mm. So from whence then hath it tares? Verse 28. He said unto them, an enemy hath done this. Okay? The servant said unto him, wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? Okay? So basically within you feel like, well, wait a minute, no, this we should try to do our best to weed out these damn tares. Okay? But hey, such is the curse of the confusion of faces. Verse 29 even says it. But he said, nay. He said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Why? Least while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Because at the end of the day, this is why it's a curse. This is why this whole confusion of faces thing is a curse, man. Here you got a brother that happens to look like an Edomite, man. But in truth, he's a J. His spirit is right along there with our spirit, man. Okay? And you have cases of that. You run into somebody that you would think is a straight up Edomite by his appearance. You look at him, you like, damn, yeah, that's a devil. Blonde hair, blue eyes, everything. But then you examine his spirit. Whoa, where did all this salt come from? Wait a minute. Scriptures say that Jake is the salt of the earth. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly the truth. We are the greatest thing. We the hottest thing since sliced bread. You know what I mean? We're the hottest thing ever created, according to the Lord himself. We are the Lord's portion. Okay? Continuing. Verse 30. Let both go together until the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers being the angels, in the time of harvest basically being that great judgment that's getting ready to be done. Gather ye together first the tares and bind them and in bundles to burn them. So basically, yeah, in that time, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have the angels round about along with Yahushua, and they're going to be gathering up the tares to burn them. Because the thing is that it's not going to be just a visual thing anymore. We're going to be able to hone in straight on their spirits and just know that's something that they're not our people. Oh no, he just looked at it. Fuck him. Let's take him clean out. That's what's going to happen. Alright? But gather the wheat into my barn. Basically store them up. You see what I'm saying? That's that salvation. To be gathered up into the barn, to be stored up. Alright? Verse, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically the parable of the wheat and the tares, all right? Now, speaking of appearance, let's go to the book of 1 Samuel, the 16th chapter right fast. I think I'm going to read up above just to give you the meat. 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse, let's see. Yeah, shit. 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 6. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. Okay. Verse 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, okay, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. Once again, we don't look them that are spiritual, all right, that have spiritual discernment, that can actually discern in the spirit. that have the proper understanding as far as judgment goes in this truth. What does it say here? For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. And once again, that word heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means mind. So right there, it said it clear as day. And if that's how the Lord do things, what like the scriptures say? How much more his servants? You see what I'm saying? So I mean, this is why having this truth is such a great gift, man. Because you're basically being given the keys to immortality, all right? And one of those core keys of immortality is to be spiritual, to not look on the outward, but to also look on the, but mainly to look upon the inward, on the heart, the mind, the spirit, okay? Final scripture I'm going to grab is the book of 2 Corinthians, okay? The 4th chapter, I'm going to start at verse 1. So 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting at verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry as we have received mercy, we faint not, okay? We faint not because we have this word. And one of the core things you got to understand about this word is that this word basically, the scriptures talk about how out of our bellies shall flow rivers of living water. That's exactly what this word is, living water. You know what I'm saying? Continuing on. Verse 2, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Most High of God, Yahweh, deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of the Most High, Yahweh. Not in the sight of his skin tone, not the color of his eyes. None of these things matter, okay? These things deal with the flesh. They deal with the visible. They deal with the tangible, okay? And vocab, let's go to show you vocab alone, and guys that are down with what he's talking, they got no understanding of these scriptures the correct way. All right? Black Hebrew Israelites. Are you fucking sick? No. There's no such thing. We're not black, first and foremost. And then, as you see in this brother's video, okay, you don't have to be a so-called dark-skinned man. All right? But it's just like the Elder Apostle Gabar, honorable Elder Apostle Gabar said in one of his videos, whether you're a dark-skinned man or a light-skinned man, whether you have pigment or you don't have pigment, guess what? You're still in a dilapidated house. You're still in a filthy body, okay? You're still, these scriptures call these bodies the chains of darkness, man. It's called, you're still within these chains of darkness, all right? And even Yahweh Shai himself, okay? And the scriptures even tell you that Yahweh Shai himself even came into the world in sinful flesh, man. Meaning what? He was bound also by the chains of darkness. Okay? So whether you're light skin or you're dark skin, none of that matters in this truth, man. The Lord sealed all kinds, but all kinds on the outside. On the inside, guess what? They're the Lord's people, regardless. Why? Because, again, your lineage is through your father, first and foremost. Secondly, it's a curse. That was a curse that was put on us, the confusion of faces, okay? Which was mainly put there to further divide us as a people, okay? Divided by class, divided by this, divided by that, even divided by appearance, divided by language barriers, okay? But now guess what? According to this word, everybody's being brought together again through the preaching of this word, through this song that's being sung, okay? And all of those that are going to be brought into the fold, you're going to have a lot of them that's going to look like the other nations. You're going to have Jakes looking like so-called Ammonites. You're going to have Jakes looking like so-called Edomites, like you see here. You're going to have Jakes looking like so-called Moabites. The list goes on and on. All right? I'm going to read that up again one last time. This is 2 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting at verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, this truth, as we have received mercy, we faint not. Okay? Verse 2. But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of Yahweh deceitfully, like vocab Malone does. Okay? Like, and then not even just vocab. You have a lot of these other different these other different so-called preachers, these other different so-called Bible thumpers that have absolutely no understanding of these scriptures, that'll come out and make stupid statements like, oh, you black Hebrew Israelites, this, that. Nah. Okay? Ain't no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. There's no such thing as a black person, and there's no such thing as a white person. Okay? You so-called white people are actually red. And us so-called black people, we're actually different shades of brown. Okay? Your blood showeth forth through your skin, Esau. You have no pigmentation in your skin. You're not white, you're red. We're going to have to, we keep pushing that, okay? White deals with purity. Black deals with filth, okay? We're not filthy. We came out of the rich, dark soils of the earth. We're not filthy, okay? It's filthy to look like a so-called white man. It's filthy to be red, having no pigmentation. That's why that is why when you go back into the account of the scriptures where Miriam was cursed by the Most High for opening her mouth against her brother, what was that curse that was put on her? The curse of leprosy, okay? See, her flesh became leprous, okay? Meaning she was pale. There was nothing pure about what happened there. That's a curse. Okay? Anyhow, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Most High deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience, mind, in the sight of the Most High Yahweh. Okay, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. And vocab, you're lost. Gehenna, you're lost. All you guys that call you comfy, you lost. Okay? Nate the snake, you're lost. All of you guys out there that's pushing all this false doctrine, you're lost. Every last one of y'all out here that still looks at this thing like it's a so-called black-only movement, everything only deals with your appearance, you're lost. And that's all I got to say about that, okay? So once again, I made this video just to commend Ahchyam on here, man. Especially you confusion of faces to keep pushing this word. Alright? And with that, I want to give all praises once again to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do indeed rule well. Peace and salutations, you know what I'm saying, to all you Ahchyam out there. You know what I mean? Honors to all you Ahchyam out there, especially through confusion of faces. Please push this word that's been teaching and pushing this word in honesty, right? And sincerity and in charity. Because for as it is written, charity covereth the multitude of sins, all right? And until the next time, I say shalom.